Hello students, uh, in this video we try to know how to write the names of the coordination compounds according to IUPAC system. It has certain set of rules. Those rules need not be by hearted. They can be made easy to understand just by taking one example. Let's take that example and let's frame the rules. Here we are trying to write the names according to IUPAC system of coordination compounds. That is names from formula. To frame the rules, we take one example. The best example is say K4 Fe Cn 6 times is the example. Before that, we should understand that coordination compound is a combination of counter ion and coordination polyhedra. The name includes two words, name of counter ion and name of coordination polyhedra, or sometimes it may not be there, then the name is nothing but name of the coordination polyhedra only. That means coordination compound name is either two words or one word only. Okay. Then one question arises, between the names of counter ion and the coordination sphere, which should be written first? Whose name should be written first? Well, that should be written first, which is positive charge. That means positively charged ion's name should be written first. Whether the positive charge ion is counter ion or coordination polyhedra makes no difference. Which is positive charge, its name should be written first. Okay. Now to write the name of the counter ion, it should be written as one element only. Counter ion's number should not be taken. It should be written as one element only. Okay, there is nothing much special about the names of the coordination counter ions. Next is, this is the coordination polyhedra. This is nothing but a combination of metal and the ligand. Then once again the same question will come. Whose name should be written first? Whether the name of the metal should be written first or name of the ligand should be written first. According to IUPAC system, name of the ligand should be written first and then it should be written after the name of the ligand. Okay. Rules for writing the names of the ligands are set according to the types of the ligands. Nothing but classification of the ligands. Okay. Ligands are classified based on the charges as positive or zero or negative. If it is positive or zero, then no special rule for writing the name of the ligand. It is just named according to its representation. And if it is negatively charged, then the name of the ligand will end with a special ending which is known as IDO. Remember that ligand, if it is positive or negatively charged, positive or zero charge, there is no charge, neutral, then its name is not changed. Its name is written as it is represented by the formula. And if it is negatively charged, its name will end with IDO. For example, if chloride is present as the ligand, then its normal name is chloride. Its ligand name will be chlorido. Remember this. Then, There can be either one type of ligands only or different types of ligands. If it is one type of ligand, then it's called as homoleptic complex. Then in such cases, the ligands are appearing more than one times. For that, we use prefixes such as di for 2, tri for 3, tetra for 4, etc. In this case, it is hexa. Clear? And if the complex is heteroleptic, it means that the ligands present are not only one type, they are different types. In such cases, alphabetical order is used to represent the name. In that cases, in heteroleptic case, the alphabetical order is used. In this case, some special ligands are there whose name itself indicates a number and they are written in their abbreviated form. For example, ethylene diamine is represented as EN. And if it appears more than one time, say 3 times appears in the formula, then it can be represented as by using some special prefixes. Say bis for 2 times appearance, tris for 3 times appearance, or tetrakis for 4 times appearance. If it is heteroleptic ligand, then alphabetical order is selected for writing the names of the ligand, and if the abbreviated form is there, then these prefixes are not used for deciding the alphabetical order. Rather, the first letter of the abbreviated form is selected for deciding the alphabetical order. Then there are special ligands, say NH3, CO, NO, and H2O. They are given some special names. This is called as amine. This is called as carbonyl. This is called as nitrosyl. This is called as aqua. Okay. Then with respect to metal, the complex ion, that is coordination polyhedra, may be positive charge or neutral, or sometimes it may be negative charge. If it is positive charge or neutral, then while naming the metal, then there is no special rule. If it is negatively charged, then the metal in the coordination polyhedra, its name will end with ATE. Look at this. If ligand is negative, there is a special name. If coordination polyhedra is negative, then there is the special name. You remember that whenever negative charge appears, then it has got some special name. If it is ligand, IDO. If it is polyhedron, 8. Metal's name will end with 8. Then the metal will have oxidation state. Its oxidation state is written in front of the name of the metal in normal bracket, that is parenthesis, in Roman number. Repeat, the oxidation state of the metal should be written in front of the name of the metal in normal bracket, that too in Roman number. Then the name of the metal and the ligand should be written as one word. That means there should not be any gap between the name of the metal and the ligands. It should be written as if it is one word. But definitely there should be one space between the name of the counter ion and the coordination polyhedra. That means there should be one space. Suppose the complex is neutral. For example, FeCO 5 times. That means it does not have any counter ion. In such case, it should be written as if it is positive ion. Is it clear? Okay. Then what are left out? Okay, everything is set right. Okay. You just try to repeat once or twice, you will get to know the rules. Then in the next video, we'll take the examples. Thank you.